If you've ever imagined of starting your own housing program, there is no reason that after we're done here tonight that you shouldn't go to forstonconsultants.com/webinars and watch the webinar, guys, because a lot of you have wanted to start a group home or traditional assisted living facility, but that stuff takes license. It takes a lot of time to open. There's a lot of red tape to jump through. You have to ask for permission. We teach you guys how to open an ILF, an independent living facility, where you can house the homeless, displaced adults, or anybody that has a guaranteed income, and it doesn't require a license, and you don't have to own the property. Make sure you watch that free webinar at forstonconsultants.com/webinars, and then set up a free strategy call so that me and my team can get you started. Let's get back to the show. Welcome, everybody, to the live broadcast. Don't wait to be great. I am your host, Mr. Derek Forston, and as always, we're super excited. Today's Tuesday, and it's a great day to be alive. What's going on, Ms. Shay?
Good evening, everybody. I'm Shanya Shea Forston, president and founder of the Angela Denise Foundation and co-founder, all things ILF, Forston Consultants, and a plethora of other things. It is good to be back in the house. Derek, we are in the office. I have not joined you in the office in a minute. I'm used to doing cozy coaching. So for me to be in the office is a little bit strange, but I'm here with you. We are here. And again, welcome everybody. Thank y'all so much for being here. You got a lot of choices of where you could be tonight, but you chose to be here, and we super appreciate it. So Tuesdays are nice that we usually talk about, we still talk about housing the homeless and the displaced, but more so what pushes it all, right? What is the foundation piece of it? What is the software systems that we're using and how we're utilizing virtual assistants? So if you ever, if you know somebody that has a business and that needs or could use a virtual assistant, tap them into tonight. If you know somebody that needs a website or a better website or a better CRM system to help do business while they're at their 9-to-5 job, also share the room with them. Ms. Shay, back over to you. No, I'm excited about tonight. This has been, Angela and I did a takeover for a couple of weeks, and now I'm back in the hot seat. So I'm excited to discuss more things about what we found and the new developments that we've actually found within Digital Flow Solutions that can better help the ILFs, right? Whether it's Second Chance Housing, the Angela Denise Foundation, or anyone else under the umbrella of what we do. So I'm excited about that. I want you can ask me all the questions you want, Derek, because for the most part, like I said, you are newly acclimated to all of the new bells and whistles on the platform. And I'd love to share those things with you because you're not very techie. So whatever questions you have, feel free to ask them as well. So again, we use Digital Flow Solutions. That is our platform that houses all of our businesses. It is something that we've introduced to everyone that we consult, and people that we don't even consult, right? Other entrepreneurs and business owners. And it's been amazing to see them actually grow and flourish by utilizing the platform, their increase in visibility across the web, their increase in business in regards to clients, leads, and being able to really grow their income from their businesses. So that's what we're going to be talking about tonight and how we fuse all of that into the ILF model. So first things first, Derek, talk to me about what you know about the new updates that have come into Digital Flow Solutions, and have you messed around with anything yet?
Yeah, right. That must be a trick question for me. So Shay, you jump right into and tell the people all of the new stuff. That was a trick question, y'all.
It really was. I wanted to see how much attention he was paying in regards to everything I've been blurting out on a day-to-day basis of what we're seeing that is new in the system and in the platform. So Derek, I want to talk about the AI employee. I've been stuck on this AI employee for the past 2 weeks. I've been in there messing around with it, adding bots, which are phone agents that can answer the phones for your business while you are out doing something completely different.
And is there a way to actually play that tonight to give them an example of it? Okay, so talk it up, explain it, and then let's play it actually, and let them hear it.
One of the things that we've been implementing in our programs is, those off hours. Who's answering the phone? Are you missing out on opportunities by not having consistency in the phone systems that you have? So what Digital Flow Solutions now has is what they call an AI employee. In that AI employee suite, it comes with a whole bunch of AI generated tools and things that can help better your day-to-day. The one that I love the most is the AI phone agent. You literally get to choose, Derek, how many agents you need, what their task or the role, what the roles are, and what they're going to be doing. So prime example, I went into ChatGPT. I created a script because I wanted this AI bot to do a soft assessment for me in the absence of someone not being able to answer the phone. So this AI generated phone assistant literally takes the call, asks the questions, records the answers, and also sends me a transcript of the call. And so now I have someone that is really able to move forward with doing the work for me. So that's literally what the phone agent or the AI voice employee does. So I can, if you're ready, I can go ahead and play, I can cue it up if you have any questions.
Yeah.
Do you have any questions about that while I'm queuing this up?
Me or the audience?
Anybody.
Yeah, if you guys got questions about this AI employee, let us know. But we're going to give you guys a little bit of a taste of it. And as Shay said, just imagine that if you ran an independent living facility, like kind of what we talk about here all the time, but maybe you got a 9-to-5 job and you can't answer that phone, right? Mm-hmm. You can't have your phone at work. Your lunch break is only 15 minutes. Right? How do you run that business while you at your 9-to-5 job? So this AI virtual assistant is what I like about it, that it works 365 days a year, 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. And it does not need its birthday off. It doesn't need Christmas off. It's not asking for New Year's off because it wants to go party. This ensures that every one of your phone calls that comes into your business gets answered. So I don't care, again, if you fry chicken or if you bake chocolate chip cookies or you run a daycare. Whatever your business is, we all need to have somebody answer the phone, right? Yeah. We all need a social media presence. We all need to be able to send email campaigns. And digitalflowsolutions.net, like we told you guys earlier, that's the core of everything that runs all of our businesses and as well as yours now. Yeah. So Shay is getting ready to queue up what this AI employee sounds like. And again, just imagine you're at your job working 9-to-5. You're not allowed to answer calls on your job, but now somebody calls your phone because you've done the social media. You've done the outreach. Now somebody saw it and now they're calling in, but you can't answer. Shay, cue it up.
All right. So let me know, Mary and the rest of the family, let me know if you all can hear this loud and clear. Give me a second, Derek. Yeah, I'm going to turn it up because it's not super loud. All right. So I'm going to start this over, guys, so you all can hear it. And here we go.
Help you today?
Yeah, I was on your website earlier and I was just trying to find some housing.
Great. I can help with that. Let's start with a brief intake assessment to understand your needs better. May I have your first name, please?
My first name is Alex.
Thank you, Alex. What's your last name?
Reynolds.
Sorry, Alex, I didn't catch that. Could you please repeat what you just said?
My last name is Reynolds.
Got it, Reynolds. What's the contact number to reach you at?
I don't currently have a phone right now. I'm sorry.
No worries, Alex. We can work around that. Could you please provide your date of birth in the format month, day, and year?
November 16, 1919.
Thank you for that. Where are you currently living? Are you staying with family in a shelter or another temporary situation?
Just kind of from couch to couch. Last night I slept in the woods because I didn't have anywhere to go.
I'm really sorry to hear that, Alex. We'll do our best to help you find a more stable situation. Do you have a mental health diagnosis or any medications you're currently taking?
The doctor says I have bipolar disorder, but I don't really believe him. And they prescribed something that was called lamotrigine, but I don't really take it.
I understand. Are you currently working with a case manager or social worker? Could you provide their name and phone number?
Yeah, I'm working with this guy over here named Bobby Johnson. He's the social worker, but I don't know his phone number, though. They don't give us that stuff.
That's okay, Alex. We can try to reach out through other means if needed. Lastly, could you tell me about your source of income? This could be employment, disability benefits, or any other support you might have.
Yeah, I work part-time at McDonald's, and I usually make about $300 a week. And then I mow grass pretty much every Saturday, Sunday, and Thursday. And I make about $50 each day doing that.
Thanks for sharing that, Alex. It sounds like you're working hard to make ends meet. We'll review your information and get in touch with you soon to discuss the next steps. If there's anything else you need, feel free to reach out. Take care.
All right. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, Alex. Hang in there, and we'll be in touch soon.
Tell me how beneficial that will be for my entrepreneurs that still work full time.
And also let us know in the chat if you guys could hear that. And again, no matter what you do, because we get a lot of people that come here that may not want to do an ILF or a housing program. So whatever your business is, imagine it being able to do that soft assessment while you at your 9-to-5 job or while you're out with your family at lunch. It ain't always about you being at work. We got to live life too. Shay and I took 2 minutes today to just kind of think about that. Well, actually it was longer than 2 minutes because we actually took a little bit of an outing, but we learned to appreciate the outside again. Because again, a lot of us are either stuck in home, working from home, or stuck at a job. So again, just getting out. So imagine this AI virtual assistant being able to help you while you out enjoying your family, right? Because some of us get calls at 2 o'clock in the daytime and some of us get them at 2 o'clock in the morning. So imagine somebody being able to answer your phone while you're in the bed slobbing sleep at night. And then that information gets pushed to your cell phone or your tablet. Shay, jump in there.
Yeah, and that's the benefit of it, right? I think what people don't realize is the accessibility or access that they have to tools like this. And that's one of the biggest reasons why we did this with Digital Flow Solutions, was to make sure that the entrepreneur, the startup, the person that, really says, well, I don't have much in my budget to do X, Y, and Z, but you technically do, especially when you go through Digital Flow Solutions, because the goal here at Digital Flow Solutions is to make sure that we are providing you with excellent service at a discounted rate that makes it more affordable, and feasible for that entry level individual that's coming into business but doesn't want to start from scratch, right? Digital Flow Solutions is our CRM. It is our social media management software. It is our phone system. It is our AI employee, as you just heard. All of these things fall into one place. You don't have to log into 5 different or 10 different platforms to get all of this information. It's literally in one location. And it helps you to run your business. I mean, you can't get no better than that. Derek, talk about some of the obstacles we faced in the early portion of business, trying to maintain a CRM and still all these other intricate parts that we needed before we came to.
Yeah, for a long time, we had tons of different services from different platforms and different companies, right? And a lot of you guys do the same thing. You guys got MailChimp. You guys have DocuSign. You guys have ManyChat. You guys have your Instagram, your Facebook. So all of that's your phone service. Some of you guys are getting phone services from different places. A lot of you guys got this voice answering thing that people leave messages on. So again, all of these separate services that a lot of y'all, quite frankly, pay, and we did it too, Shay.
Yeah.
Imagine paying 6-7 different subscriptions a month just to run one business. So Digital Flow Solutions, Shay, allows us to have our phone system, our website, the chat widget, the missed call text back feature, the reputation management, Google reviews, everything all in one place. So even if you're hiring somebody, they're not all over the place because everything's so confusing. So that's why the VAs also love this system, because they can do everything from one place, Shay, and not have to keep jumping around. So that's the advantage. We were able to save money, save time, and then keep more organized by keeping everything in one place.
And also, like you said, save money. What people don't realize is when you onboard a virtual assistant, a lot of times when you have a lot of different platforms, you have to now pay for a software to allow them access, right? For safety and security purposes, to make sure that, that the passwords may be secure and different things like that. Like, that is a payment. What about having a CRM, an all-inclusive CRM system that houses all of your everyday business needs, and now you only give the virtual assistant login credentials for that thing? Right. So now, Lord forbid, you have to terminate or you decide to part ways with that virtual assistant. That's one thing that you've got to remove their access from. So it makes transition easy when you need to as well. So Derek, now that you've heard the AI, well, now that everybody's heard the AI employee, I'm going to throw it on you, but I'm also go to the chat. If you all have any questions about how we use these softwares and systems, especially from the standpoint of the ILF model, put those questions in the chat. This is what we're here to talk about. It's not just all about, the techie side of things, although we want to talk to you from a standpoint of being organized, being well equipped, well prepared, and well received from people that you're engaging with or working with, the case manager, the social worker. Like prime example, once I get off this call today, I have to send a move-in packet to a case manager. That was supposed to have been done earlier today. But like Derek said, we've been out and just doing different things. But now I can send this information, and the reception from that case manager is awe. Like she was in awe when I said, no worries. Send me your email address. Send me the client. Does the client have an email address? And they were like, yes. No worries. I'll send you both access to the DocuSign, the document. This is all in my system now. This is all in my CRM. I said, now, case manager, I'm going to have you sign a document too, because I want you to also, be aware of our rules and regulations, because you're going to be the case manager that's case managing throughout the duration. This young lady that's moving in on, is it Monday? Yeah. On Monday, we'll have case management following her for a year. So what does that look like? I need the case manager to be on the same page with my organization. And what better way than trying to make sure I'm sending emails or sending them the documentation? What better way than have her be a part of the signing process through my platform that now attaches that document to the client's file for me? I don't have to create alternative filing mechanisms. I can now keep everything in-house. Case manager gets to see the whole packet, and so does client. So it makes it so much easier and so much more organized. Think about our housing too, Derek. And I know I asked you a question, but I'm going to railroad right across that, because I know someone in the audience is thinking, okay, well, y'all have a whole bunch of houses. What are you utilizing the software for, and how are you keeping your clients organized? Well, good for you that I'm getting to explain that to you tonight. We have ways we can literally show it by the house, or we can set up our system to have a log of all of the houses, all of the rooms, all of the residents. And we can literally place them in that space with their rental payments and even when they move out, if they transition to someone within our ILF family, we now can even place that. We can create another log, or what's called an opportunity, which is like a workflow. It's a graph that you can literally see, and you can move people from one place to the next. So now you have a visual. Everybody in your organization or in your company has a visual on where client A is. Are they housed with us? Especially if I HRA'd that client somewhere, Derek, I have a list of all of the people I'm HRAing to, and I can move them around in the system. And now I have that overview, that visual on that. So it's so many things that you can do. And unfortunately, Derek, I do not have it up to even share today, because we've got so much going on work-wise, and I don't have a blank one that I can put up to show, but I will definitely show one probably next Tuesday. I have one set up to where we can show people how and what this looks like. And it's called opportunities management. Well, that's what it's called, but we use it in so many different ways. And that's one of the ways that we can literally graph the house, the number of rooms, and who's in what room or who's in what house. So it gives us more of a property management feel. And we get to look at, all of the movement of our residents, even as an HRA provider. So Derek, what is your thoughts on that piece? Because I know you get to see me utilize it a lot.
So I like the fact that just the other day, just like I teach you all to always send out email campaigns and text messages, right? That still goes for me, Mr. Derek too.
Yeah.
So just the other day, Jess did this, my assistant. And literally from that one email campaign, we were able to email over probably 65 social workers and case managers all at one time, not using MailChimp, not using any of that other stuff, but using digital flow solutions. And all of that information came back to us. And from that, we got 4 placements. We took 2 people and we HR'd out 2 people, which means we became a housing referral agency. So that means, Shay, that we were able to send out an email campaign, not just words, not just black and white, boring words, but it has imagery and images to it. Now, again, if you're not super techy, you have no clue what I'm talking about right now, because even before they showed it to me, I didn't know the difference between just me sending a regular email than what I would refer to as an email campaign. And that might even be the real word, but Shay can talk more about that. But where the email looks aesthetically pleasing,
and it has
there's pictures and all kind of stuff on it, a call to action, like Shay said. So again, from that one email campaign, 4 placements came out. So nobody had to get on the phone and call each case manager individually. We emailed over 65 people with one touch of a button. So for us, that was pretty cool, Shay. And to also be able to say who opened it, who didn't open it, who responded. So that's what I also like about this system, Shay, that I can literally go back in and see which hospital actually opened this email, who responded back to it, and who's also ultimately interested. Okay. I
want to ask in the audience, because I see Angela's here, and I want to know from Angela, because I know she's a DFS user. Put in the chat, Angela, and Angela has been my co-host with the most on these Tuesday night rooms. And I want to know from you, Angela, currently, what is the feature that you are using the most often, and how is it benefiting the Clarissa Project? So what features are you using most often, and how is it benefiting the Clarissa Project? And Derek, I'm going to ask you the same question. What features is your team, because I know you're not using them, but what features are your team using?
We also like that feature that's called the text callback feature. And what's really cool too, I'm going to even go back into the pricing until Angela kind of starts commenting in the chat. What's pretty cool, Shay, again, like whatever business they have, they can get this software system for only $97, right? And then you just pick your monthly hosting plan. But even the smallest plan that we have at the $37 has this feature called the missed call text back feature. Now, we just showed you guys an AI bot that you can never miss a phone call, but let's say you didn't get that. If somebody calls your business and you missed the call because you at your 9-to-5 job, or maybe you on another call, or you at the lunch eating fried chicken with your family, they immediately get a text back saying, "Oh, we so sorry we missed your call. How can we help? Send us a text message until we're able to call you back." That way it's showing your customer that you're attentive, you're paying attention, and you still trying to serve them even though they missed the call. Because if they don't get that text, a lot of people will go to the next choice on Google. So if they Googled you to go to your bakery, but you don't answer, they go to choice number 2. But if they do call and you don't answer, but immediately they get that text, they say, "Hey, so sorry we missed your call, but just to let you know, our half dozen chocolate chip cookies are on sale this week. Give us a little bit and we'll call you back." But text us now in terms of how can we help you now through text. A lot of people enjoy that because, quite frankly, y'all, the way that we do business in 2025 now, a lot of people rather text anyway. A lot of people are afraid to talk to you on the phone. So that text feature and that widget, I think if that's the right word, Shay.
You're right.
What's the name of that little thing at the bottom when you go to everybody's website and they can just text to you instead of calling? It's called, that's the word, chat widget. So I love it when people can go to my website and immediately start talking to me without calling. Because quite frankly, I'll be honest, I'm busy too and don't want to talk on the phone. Right? So if they send me a text, I can answer back immediately because it gets pushed to my cell phone.
But Derek, think about for us, we entertain or we get called, well, not calls, but a lot of times the residents or potential residents are in a library, they're somewhere, and they're able to text us from using a Wi-Fi, a Wi-Fi signal. So how powerful is that we can communicate effectively with that client that really doesn't have a cell phone service, but they're at a location where they're able to communicate with us via the text widget, because they can receive text messages because they're on Wi-Fi. Like, think about those that even use WhatsApp. There's a WhatsApp integration. So if you wanted to communicate via WhatsApp, but a lot of our residents end up with like the text now numbers and all of that stuff. And that's been a big, I don't even know what to say, but it's just been it's been impactful in a big way. I think that's the best way to say it. it's been very impactful for the residents or even the people that are inquiring about housing, because they have a way to communicate with us even though they can't make that phone call. So think about it. With the platform, you can even create, like, we've got our assessment that's already filed, and it's a form that we can now just send to them via text message, and they can send us the basic information that we need to now help them navigate their housing journey. So that is one of the other blessings about this thing, is you can create forms within within our platform, Derek, that are so robust. They can be as robust as you want them to be, or as drilled down as you need them to be, right? Just by gathering first name, last name, email, and phone number. Or you can have your whole assessment as a form and give it to the client by sending them a link through their text message.
Sometimes people even put that form on their website. So I know a lot of people that we taught this game to, they actually put their assessment right on their website. So they lead all potential tenants / clients to their website to fill out the assessment. And again, once they hit the done button, that goes to your email box or through a text message to your phone. So that now you can check out the assessment and preview it before you give that person a call back. And as I said, even starting with our lowest plan at $37 a month, guys, that's less than $1 and some change out your couch per day to be on the World Wide Web. Because again, guys, we're entering the year of 2025. So if you're not on the internet, you don't exist. And then when you start going to the higher plans in terms of the $87 plan, this is the people that want their website and their CRM to do a lot of work without them being present. This is that one that I like to talk about, that while you in the bed sleep, or you on vacation, or you just busy, these are the plans right here. When you start getting into this plan of how we can do a lot of the work for you, like that social media planning, that email marketing that I just talked about. Unfortunately, those are not involved in that first one, right? The opportunity manager, the calendar that Shay talked about, that's for $87. But what we want all of y'all to do is definitely visit digitalflowsolutions.net and go and check out what's involved, because we just highlight a few things here, but all of these plans have a list a mile long in terms of what it can do. But the higher you go, and then like prime example for the one with the $297 a month, that comes with everything. And what's pretty cool about our coaching packages, anybody that purchases the ILF Mastery Blueprint, you guys actually get the $297 package, but you only pay the $37 hosting fee. So again, depending on where you are in business, we always tell people start somewhere. So for $37, you can't beat that. But if you're starting to want your company and your CRM system and your website to do a lot of things automatically without you, and while you're sleeping or busy, those plans start at the $87 a month. But again, we always encourage people to start somewhere. So if you promised yourself that in 2024 that you was gonna get an online presence, if I were you, I'd get this website for $97 and get a $37 a month plan and at least get started. So when you start talking about your ILF, your bakery, your fried chicken that you sell from your back window of your house, you got somebody somewhere to drive people to when you're talking about this great product or service that you have. We all need a website, guys, and an internet presence. Okay, Ms. Shay?
Absolutely. I'm actually trying to pull up the social media. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to get the social media management tool up. I want to get.
And while you do that, actually, we'll take a small commercial break, and we'll be right back. How about that? Can we take a commercial break? And also, guys, if you got any questions, any concerns about anything concerning the ILF model, concerning this software system in terms of how we use it and how do we contact social workers and case managers, how does it benefit our housing program or any business? But also, scrolling below your screen says text CRM. That's also going to give you an opportunity to speak to Shay and Alex, my digital marketing team, to talk to them about your future idea of your business and how this CRM system, right, and a VA can help you in that business. And guys, that is absolutely for free. Let's take a break and we'll be right back. We figured out your problem. You have a great business or a great business idea. You just don't have a website. So visit digitalflowsolutions.net and get the best website in the world for only $97. And then you just pick your monthly plan. Let's get back to the content. All right. So nice and sweet. Paid a real short bill that time. Miss Shay, back on you.
Yeah. So I'm going to try and upload this screen. Let's see if it works. Let me know. Share the screen. Oh, nope. Stop sharing this screen because it's not showing the right screen. Because what I want to show them, Derek, is the social media planner. I want them to be able to see the importance of being able to really, have your social media going and planned out. Like prime example, the virtual assistant. I'm going to talk about my virtual assistant and how we utilize the social planner in DFS. We literally use that planner, Derek, to help us get ahead of social post. So prime example, today we were out shooting content pretty much all afternoon. And that's beneficial for our virtual assistant because now he has a whole bunch of stuff that he can build out and now place on this social media planner for months. And that's not just Facebook and Instagram, Derek. I'm talking about Facebook, Instagram, Google My Business, LinkedIn, TikTok, any platform that you can think of. This system is helping us get that information out to the masses of who we are and what we do. So the social planner is what I really want everybody to see, but I'm going to figure this thing out, Derek, to get that done. How would you say the social planner has impacted your social media, Derek, with your team?
It don't affect me at all because I don't deal with it. But my VAs,
right.
I said that to be funny because a lot of you guys are just like me. You guys are not going to do social media. You guys are not going to be active in it, doing it because you just like me. You don't understand it. That's why most of y'all need this system, but you also need the virtual assistant that you can intertwine in it that does all of this for you. But now if you're somebody like Shay and Angela and a lot of other people that are here and you guys are kind of techie, or it interests you enough, because some of y'all ain't techie, but it interests you enough to where you want to get in it. I'll admit, y'all, I'm so busy with other stuff. Trying to figure it out doesn't interest me that much. I'll just be honest. I just like what it does. And that's why I prefer to get a team, some VAs that can do all of this stuff for me, because I just give them my thought process by talking it to them, and then they do it by taking action. But Shay has got her screen up now. She's going to show you guys something that's probably going to confuse most of y'all. But again, when you get a VA or you set up this call with Shay, she can explain it to you in terms of what can this do for your business and it not be such a broad base. Make sense, everybody? So put in your seatbelts. Shay, take it over.
All right. So Derek, this is what I love most about the social planner. The social media planner allows my virtual assistant to not only just post on Facebook and Instagram, and I no longer have to give them access to Meta My Business, right? In order for them to post for me. So I don't have to do that anymore, D. Like that is not what I'm doing. I am literally giving them login credentials to log into Digital Flow Solutions.
Meaning the VA?
Yeah. Yep. They get access to log into Digital Flow Solutions. I am the only one that connects the social planners into the system. And now they create the content. So now you see that the month of November has been completely filled up, and you can see how many different platforms this virtual assistant is planning social media on. I can scroll down and look at what the social posts are. I can see if they were published. You'll see that TikTok failed. I had to go in there this morning and reconnect TikTok for my VA. But again, everything that my virtual assistant does, I have access to see. I can see it from the social planner. I can even get that virtual assistant, Derek, when they create a social post. If they're new to me and I want to see what their skill set is like before they post something, they can upload the image and then they can send it to me for approval. So it won't even post until I give it the approval. So that is a whole nother feature that can be done through this platform.
Right.
So as you see, all of my social media posts, everything looks different. They don't have to utilize the same image for every post. They can do something different. You'll see that my virtual assistant kind of fluctuates where he's posting and who he's engaging with on specific days. And it alternates. You don't see a LinkedIn post every day. You may see twice a week. I think that's our average. LinkedIn is maybe twice a week, just trying to build momentum, but, not really overwhelm people on LinkedIn because that's not our main sources, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. But again, everything that I need my virtual assistant to do when it comes to social media posting is right here in the platform. And Derek, Angela and I touched on this a little bit the other day. And I love it. The fact that you can see here, like I can create a new post. He can upload from a CSV file. And for those that don't know, you can literally create a month's worth of content using the right prompt in ChatGPT. in all of these other platforms and literally import that CSV file and have it start helping you fill your content calendar. So that's a whole nother educational lesson for people, but it gives you access to do big imports and really help you build out that content calendar for as long as you've, created that social media calendar in your Chat GPT or your AI platforms. But it's a no-brainer. I can even create a post that has somebody to, promote our business by, requesting a review. Like, there are so many things that you can do within this platform. I can post to a single platform, or if I want the same post or different posts to go across every platform in my planner, I can do that. Right. So like I can literally select everything here, and you'll see that the planner itself now gives me a way to make whatever modifications I want, but I can still post to all platforms that are allocated or attached to the planner.
And let me interject right here just to make sure that I'm making this make sense too. Okay. This is how a lot of you all are going to be found. I get a lot of questions about, how do I get the social workers to find me? How do I find the case managers? Guys, social media is probably how 90% of people find us, right? Like it's not that a bunch of people are getting emails from us and they say, oh, there's that housing program. No, the emails is more of a nurturing thing. The social media is boom, in your face. This is what I do. So really slowly, what Shay is showing you, even though it may look confusing on the surface, once you got a VA, you don't even have to worry about all of this. You just be more concerned about the post that's going out every day, 7 days a week on your behalf. Shay just told you guys 30 seconds ago that you can set a whole month in advance.
You can do
so that you're not saying, okay, well, it's Monday, let's do a post. It's Tuesday, let's do a post. It's Wednesday, let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's sit down for 1 or 2 days and do maybe 2 months in advance so that now that we move on to other stuff. But again, for people that I like to really break it down to make this simple, this is how you're found. Because if you're posting on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok and LinkedIn,
right,
you're what I like to call you a hard to miss. Yep. That's why I like to think that's how people find us all the time. Because I'm on Instagram, I'm on Facebook, we're on TikTok, I'm on LinkedIn, I'm on YouTube, I'm on Pinterest. We do email campaigns. And I go live 3 days a week.
Right.
So I like to make it hard for you guys to, I don't want it to be hard to find me. I want to make it easily accessible. And this digitalflowsolutions.net software platform, guys, is genius because everything you need is in this one system, including your social media. Now, I put it in the chat, but I'm going to verbalize it. One more time. Imagine being able to post to all 6 places with one touch of a button.
Yeah.
So instead of reaching maybe 200 people on Facebook, now we reach 20,000 people because we're on 6 different platforms. So again, guys, this is just another way to get the word out about who you are. This is marketing 101. This is advertising. If you fry the best chicken and don't nobody know about it, that chicken just sit in your cupboard.
Yeah.
Same thing with your housing program. If nobody knows how great this program is or your HRA referral service is, how would they know you? So being active on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok at minimum. I want you to be on all 6. But Shay and I going to beat down to you Facebook, Instagram, TikTok.
Correct.
Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. One more time. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. That should be a song now because you got to be on them 3.
Yeah.
And I'll land my plane there. Shay, back on.
No, I love the fact that you talked about that. So we've talked about social media for marketing, right, Derek? I'm going to do a shameless plug, but I'm also going to show everyone what does the email marketing look like, right? We talked about not needing MailChimp, not needing all of these other platforms. So what does it look like to have email marketing going out? So let's look at campaigns. Let's look at what these campaigns can look like. Let's take a look at what they're looking at. Like I'm literally seeing a campaign right now. Let's see if this is going to show.
I'm going to bring up something real quick, but I'm going to immediately drop it. I just want to do something in the background.
Yep.
Okay, now I can drop this now because I want to show them something after you finish.
Okay, you got it.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, so check this out. This is an event that we are speaking at and some hosting.
January 31st.
On January 31st, 2025. This is an email campaign created in the Digital Flow Solutions platform. And like I said,
and that's what I meant earlier, y'all, about that email campaign. Notice that this ain't just some words.
Right, exactly. And there's a call to action. So what is the call to action, you may ask? Let's check it out. Let's click it and see. Right? It's automatically going to take the person.
Bring that back real quick, Shay, because I want to go real slow for people that are not super techie. A call to action just simply means, what do I want you to do once I send you this email? Shay, let's coach for a second, right?
Let's do it. Mm-hmm.
So our business coaching wouldn't, like, Shay just flew by that. What is a call to action? That means when I send an email, what do I want you to do once you read it?
Right.
These email campaigns through Digital Flow Solution are, first of all, so beautiful and so elegant and easy. Look how, because some of y'all ain't got y'all glasses on tonight, but right there where it says get your early bird ticket now, that's a button.
Yeah.
BUTTON. That's a call to action, which means that when you click that button, it's going to lead you somewhere. But keep scrolling, Shay, and look at all of the information that you're able to put on this thing. So if you got an early bird ticket, if you got a sale, if you got a discount that you're doing, if you got an event that you're doing, this is an email campaign that you can send to thousands of people with a touch of a button.
Correct.
So no matter what you do, if you got a restaurant, if you're a doctor, chiropractor, if you house the homeless and the displaced, or you fry chicken and you sell it from your church.
I'm going to zoom in some because I want them to see.
Perfect. I didn't know that you was able to do that.
I am.
Now click that button because I want people to see what happens when they hit that call to action.
I want them to all see this because this is the draft version. So this is not a posted version. So you see how it says, hi, contact's first name. So everybody that gets this email will be personally acknowledged. Okay. So know that. And you see here, there are hyperlinks, right? So they can go to the full website by pressing this link. So let's test it. Let's see where we go.
Somebody's thinking right now that you got to type in everybody's name in your list. It don't work that way.
So as you see, Derek, it took me directly.
Yep.
That link took me directly to the website for this event.
Yep.
It didn't take me nowhere else but to this event's website. So let's go back, right? Now we're looking at something that is aesthetic. All of the wording is here. And if I want to now go and purchase my ticket, I'm going to click on buy my ticket. I don't have to go fight the website, Derek, to go and find a way to get to find the ticket. How do I buy the ticket? Click the button, and it automatically takes you to the ticket checkout page.
Yep.
Boom. So it allows you to have those calls to action that take people exactly where you want them to go. And then as you send out 2,000 or 3,000 plus emails, guess what now happens, Derek? Everybody is identified personally. It's made very personable to where it doesn't seem like we talked about this a while ago about the email that we were on and the person CC'd over 300 plus people.
Yep.
So guess what we did? That was free emails for us.
Yep.
That was free marketing.
That's not how you want to do that, guys. Send that and then CC 1,000 people.
No,
you want everybody to get their own individual email. Now, I'll admit I was blessed when somebody did that to me because it was a bunch of social workers and case managers. So y'all know me. I got every one of those emails and I started using them.
Yep.
That's typically not how you guys want to do that. But Shay, go back to that screen real quick again because I want to show them just a small feature that to me means so much. To where it says get your early bird ticket and it was kind of jumping.
Well, this one
I mentioned something about a month ago when we had something going on. I said, hey, how can we bring more attention to this word or this phrase? And again, guys, look at how that early bird ticket offer is jumping off the page. So again, no matter if you got a daycare and you wanted to say your first kid is $600 a month, but the second kid is half off and you want that jumping, because you want to bring attention to it and you can make it clickable.
Right.
So little things like that to me, Shay, is what gets me excited because I'm not super techie, but something small like that can draw people's attention and their eyes to what I'm trying to get them to. I love that. And again, guys, this is a email campaign that led to the website. And in fact, since we're on it, January 31st, guys, we want you guys to be present at this financial event. It's called the Pillars of Prosperity Conference, January 31st. We have the honor of not only speaking at this event, but Shay is also the coordinator of this event. So if you know anything about the way that we throw events and how we believe in the caliber of the event, the food, the experience, the ambiance, the learning experience, the atmosphere, all of that we believe in being 5-star. So Don Daniel asked us, could we do the same for his event? And not only are we doing it, we're also speaking at it. So if you want to change your life in the month of January, go ahead and get your early bird ticket. She'll give you guys some further instruction here in a minute. But the early bird ticket, guys, is only $175. And what's also really cool about it, the way that we're going to feed y'all is actually worth more than that. We give y'all a 5-star feeding experience. These are not box lunches with a Capri Sun that you would give your 2-year-old or your second grader. Guys, you get a plated lunch, salad, entree, and dessert. And I'm not sure what we serving, but usually when we do it, it's either steak, chicken, or salmon.
You have options.
And we're probably doing the same thing, right, Shay? So again, plated lunch. Come learn something that can change your life. And I'm so glad that he's allowing us to also speak, because Don is a big financial guy. Shay'll talk more about that, but he's bringing us to speak about what we do so that you can mix it together. Because what do you do once you make all of this money? Where do you put it? How do you spend it? How do you pay off debt, interest cost, all of that stuff? January 31st at the Hotel Landy in Orlando, Florida. That's where we're going to be. Miss Shay?
Yeah, you can get your tickets by visiting popclive.com. Come learn about finances and how you can reposition yourself. Derek, this event is going to be phenomenal. A lot of times what we've learned is incorrect, right? We've learned the bank's way of charging interest. And what we've not been taught is that interest is a suggestion. How much interest and how often you pay interest is a suggestion. Come and learn how we can retransform, or how Don and his team is going to retrain you to what it looks like to know what it costs you to have debt, to know what it costs and how to effectively target that debt and get rid of the interest payments, right? It's not so much, we're not lowering your interest payment or percentage. We're teaching you how to effectively wipe out some of those payments that you may have to make. So it's all about reprogramming, relearning things that we've picked up bad habits growing up, right? Our parents and our grandparents has always, been things like other methods, like the snowball method and the other methods that they have. But what if you get to see interest in a whole different light? And how can you omit some of those interest payments by having the understanding of this interest payment is not necessary if I make a particular payment at a particular time. So the goal is to come and learn this, retrain.
This is one of those events, guys, where you forget everything you thought you knew.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if I had to promote this event in terms of what I know about Don, now you guys know us, right? But we'll go deeper at a live event. But what I know about Don and his system, this is one of those events where you want to erase everything you thought you knew about financial freedom, debt, and interest in the way that you think of it. Throw it away. This event, you're going to learn things that the bank don't really want you to know. So if bank people were to come to this event, they would be upset at us in terms of what we're going to release to the public. So one more time, if I had to sum this event up in less than 5 seconds, I would literally tell you this. This is an event that you would come to that you would forget everything you thought you knew when it comes to financial freedom and how to get there and how we look and treat interest costs today in 2025.
Of the things, borrowing money the right way is cheaper than paying cash. These are some of the catchphrases, or not even catchphrases, but these are some of the things that people will learn.
Well, do we happen to have that FaceTime on here?
I can get
Let's actually get a few of those videos that Don has shot already to further explain to people in actually his own words. Let's get probably 4 or 5 of those so that when we're live from now on, from today to January 31st, we can also play those as well. And let's also schedule Don to come and speak to our people specifically. But if you came to our June event, our yearly ILF conference, you already know what sauce this is. So in fact, put a number 2 in the chat if you're in here right now when you came to our June event and you heard Don speak, whether that was for the first time, the 3rd time, or 26th time. put the number 2 in the chat because you guys already know what Saucy's bringing. We're leaning on you guys to also bring other people and introduce this. Because also, if you guys go to POPCLIVE, that's popclive.com, which stands for Pillars of Prosperity Live Conference, right? You guys can also be an affiliate of this, which means that you can sign up. And if you tell other people about it, you can actually make a commission from other people's tickets. So that's what I'm also excited about, because we usually do that for our events too. A lot of people think that's cool. They were like, man, Derek did not only just give you an opportunity to come and learn something, they give you a chance to tell other people to also make money from it. So a lot of people sometimes set their goal as to they want to invite so many people to where their ticket is almost free. And again, for $175 at that early bird, y'all, that's a no-brainer. Most of y'all know that our tickets to come and hear us are way more than that. So to be able to come and see us and learn financial freedom and get a 3-course meal for $175, that's the absolute cheat code. And if you don't do it, I'm gonna tell you now, you're doing yourself a disservice. If you want to house the homeless and the displaced, if you want to get out of financial debt, if you want to be financially free and you miss this event, Lord have mercy.
Shame on you.
Shame on you at that point.
Because I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be there with a notebook and all.
Not only come, but if I were you guys, I'd invite somebody, bring somebody with you. So that this absolutely can make more sense. Because one thing that I loved about our event in June, the people that brought other people, it actually clicked with them too. And they were able to brainstorm it together and get out more of what they thought they came for. And again, guys, there's nothing like seeing Don and us live.
In person.
We're good on YouTube and it's great on Facebook. But anybody that's ever been to our event live, Charmaine, Mary, Tia, Angela, you guys already know the sauce that we bring. And again, for $175, we laugh and we joke and we play all the time, y'all. But think about all the things just this year that we spent $175 on that did not change our life.
Or no fruit.
Now, watch this. Don't put it in the chat. Don't put no number in the chat. Keep this to yourself. But how many of us paid $175 for something that Shay just said that bore no fruit in your life, in your family, or it didn't add to you at all? And sometimes, guys, ain't nothing wrong with treating yourself. Because if you go to Eddie V's tonight, between you and a loved one, you're going to spend $175.
You're gonna spend more
between both of y'all getting a steak, an entree, and them sides, you're going to be 200 plus. That's food that we eat. We go to the bathroom the next day, is over with. What can you spend $175 on that includes food this year that you can take and literally add to your generational tree? And now that's why I want to be serious at, Shay.
And Derek, you can honestly take this information and
regurgitate.
You can
share it.
You can retrain
and
the
keep
family
using
members,
it. This is not a one-time use thing. In fact, I love the people that learned from me 5 years ago, but just now starting their program this week. I can show y'all some of them people. Katara, if you're here, you're one of those people that sat around us for a long time until God went, he blew on you and said, Katara, your turn. So what I'm asking everybody now, and that's kind of my new mantra for the end of this year, I'm telling everybody, it's your turn now. Okay. Financial freedom is your turn.
I want to say this, and I know we posted this, but I want to say it tonight. Do you know that 35% to 39% of your income goes directly to paying off for interest? For anybody that has any type of, credit card debt, a mortgage, anything like that, between 35 to 39% of your income is going towards paying off interest or paying on interest.
We want to change that.
Can we make some changes? Can we really make some changes?
And Shay, what I also love about this, and this is the one that catches me every time when Dunn says it, a lot of times when people hear this whole financial freedom and pay off your house and all student loans in 7 years, they think you have to make a lifestyle change. Now, obviously, Shay, there is some discipline that go in, and yes, some things you're going to have to change. But in general, the way that Don teaches this method, he's using the money that you're already making with your existing income. He's not telling you to go get a second job or do anything else. They're going to use your existing income, guys, to do this with. That's what's pretty cool to me, Shay, that you don't have to go from eating steak and potatoes to bologna and rice with no seasoning. Right. So that's the other part. Every time he talks about this, and when he says no lifestyle change per se, no going and getting an extra job, I'm always impressed by that. So for $175, that's worth coming to at least hear about. And he gonna feed me.
Derek, can I tell you something?
Man, and it's in Orlando, Shay, where I can actually make it a vacation.
Come on.
So Shay, people real smart, they'll do what we told them in June.
Yeah.
Most people that came to our event in June, they made it a mini vacation. You're right here in Orlando. Why wouldn't you do that?
Why not?
We're steps away from Universal Studios, y'all.
Why not?
Literally where this hotel is, you come outside, you can do like this and literally see Universal Studios from where we stand.
Yep.
That's how close it is.
Yeah.
Downtown Disney, all of these things that people come to Florida for.
Mhm.
So imagine come not only to have some fun, but to come learn something that can change your life.
And Derek, how many people make a commitment at the top of the year that they want to
A
do
lot
all
of
of these
people.
things? Why not come and rebrand,
Yep.
get focused, recenter yourself?
January
financially?
is the biggest time or the biggest month every year that people decide to make a change in their life.
Yeah.
This is no different.
Yeah.
We just waited till January 31st to get all your holidays out the way, all your parties out the way, and all the excuses and all the hurdles.
Yeah.
Because by January 31st, let's go to work. All the holidays are
It is
over.
time to work.
All family has flown back home. Let's get it. Make sense, everybody?
Tara can make it to Orlando in January.
Yep.
Because we missed her in June.
Yep. I'm almost mandating people that are ILF Master Blueprint members or people that want to be around what we're doing. I'm almost mandating that you guys come.
You
like,
know
why
why?
wouldn't you come to this?
So let me tell you the reason why I want us to mandate it, Derek. Any ILF Mastery Blueprint members, I'm going to be fully transparent and say I want you in the building.
We want you there.
The reason being, Derek, is because not only does this help you to position yourself to purchase that ILF, to expand and grow faster, but it's also going to show you once you do get to that house that you purchased, i.e., we just purchased a house this year. You think for 1 second that we're not going to start implementing, or we have not already started implementing this process and this program into paying off that property or all of our properties, Derek, for that matter? Why not refocus, redistribute your funds, learn how to do it the correct way, the effective way, and be out of that debt faster than you can even expect it? Most people don't even realize this, Derek. When you purchase a home and you're paying the mortgage, you get a house, the bank gets a house. Because if you think about it, you're paying double what the actual asking cost was for your house. If your house was, if you paid $250,000 for, if that was the asking price, what you signed on for, I'm going to say 99.9% of the times you are paying back at least or close to $500,000 when you start calculating the interest cost that you've paid.
Yep.
Why let them buy a house with your money?
Yep.
I had to laugh today because I was looking at one of our statements that came in, Derek, on a property that we own. Is a investment property. The mortgage is low. I'm going to be transparent if you don't mind.
Mm-hmm.
The mortgage is $879 a month. Okay. Out of that, you won't believe, and I don't even think Derek knows this. Do you know how much goes to principal? Can you guess, Derek? Throw a number out there. I want Derek to guess.
I've seen the paper, Shay. Educate the people, not me.
Seen the paper? So you know what goes
Shay, you and I live together,
Listen,
remember?
I didn't think you saw it. But put a number in, like the mortgage is $879. I want you all to put in the chat what you
Then there's
think.
other costs to make it higher than that. I think that's where she's going.
That's
right? Is that where you're going with that?
No, I want them to see how much we are paying to the principal.
Mm-hmm.
The principal. If you put in the chat, what do you think our payment to the principal is on that mortgage that we're paying $879 a month for? I just want somebody to put a number in the chat.
Principal and insurance.
Yep.
Principal and insurance.
The principal payment, Derek, because everybody's probably scratching their head. Do you know $67.91 goes to our principal? Everything else is interest. And out of that, only $125 is insurance. Think about that. Think about that. Derek, we are paying $67 on a $100,000 mortgage. $67 out of that payment goes towards the actual payment for the house. The bank gets $670 something a month in interest.
And that's what I was saying in the beginning to make sure people understood that when we pay that, that's not $800 or some whatever she said. So guys, the principal and insurance,
pay attention.
Right. So the actual mortgage, like Shay said, is
$879.
But I think we pay.
No, that's what we pay every month.
No, Shay.
That's the base.
Unless I'm lost right now.
So hold on.
That 8 something
is our payment. That's what we pay in total.
Okay.
That's what we pay for that. That's
right.
What
okay. So you're talking about the Warner Robins property,
I'm
Georgia.
Talking about the Warner Robins property in Georgia.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Got it.
That property, guys, the mortgage as is, that's with taxes. Excuse me. That's with your escrow. That's with your insurance. That's with everything that we need to have the house is $879 and a couple of cents. But what the bank puts to our principal,
right? I got you now.
The money that we borrowed every month is $67.91.
All that other money doesn't go towards the payment.
$677, Derek, goes to interest.
Yeah.
What? I looked at that statement just before we came on this live, and I said, "You have got to be kidding." I showed it to my sister. I said, "No."
And that's why I also like the way that Don does it, because he shows you guys on the PowerPoint on the screen and literally shows you guys like what would happen that if you made certain payments at a certain amount at a certain time, what it does to that interest payment. It kills it.
Yeah.
Right. So and a lot of times they don't even take a bunch of money. And trust me, we're doing this whole subject a disservice.
We are.
Because Don is a excellent source for this, right? This is his stuff. They created the software for it. So Shay and I just giving you a little gist of it. But if you heard what Shay said, guys, that's what we're talking about. How can we change that?
Yeah.
Right. So
$67.
That's a lot of money that goes towards other stuff that ain't paying the house off.
I'm paying $67 a month for a house, guys.
Yeah.
That's not cool.
Going towards to pay it off, meaning.
Going towards paying it off. The bank is getting $677 that they can put to whatever they want to.
They invest that money.
And all I'm doing is I'm chiseling away with a toothpick.
Yeah.
I don't even have a toothpick. A chisel. I have a toothpick and I'm trying to knock down a brick wall. $67? How is that even possible? This is why you have to come to this event on January 31st. Because you've got to be able to start seeing your bills and your mortgages, your debt from a different perspective. Like $67 made a whole, I cannot wait for Don's live tomorrow, Derek, because I want to talk to him about this mortgage and show him that
we're live with Don tomorrow. I think starting at, 8 a.m. 8 a.m. Yes, I may not start at 8 a.m., but Don goes on at 8 a.m. We're starting to feature on his shows every Wednesday in the morning up until the January event. So make sure you guys are following the PILL method. We'll put that in the chat, PILL. I won't try to get into remembering what that stands for. I think I got it. But anyway, follow the PILL method on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. But also try to find us and subscribe, because I'll be featuring on there tomorrow and probably every other Wednesday moving forward all the way through January 31st. Okay.
Yeah, but I wanted to talk about that because I think that makes so much. This is the reason why I find it important, especially as an ILF owner and operator, right, Derek? We have properties. We own our home. Depending on what the bank says, but we own our assets for the most part. But at the same time, if we're taking this toothpick and trying to chisel at the principle of the loan, we're doing ourselves a disservice. And what most people don't know is that the lower the interest rate, the harder it is to pay off your mortgage faster. Ask me how that makes sense. I can't answer you. You'll have to get that answer on January 31st here in Orlando at the Pillars of Prosperity Conference.
POPCLIVE.com. PopClive.com.
Tickets, guys.
Stands for Pillars of Prosperity Live.
You guys need to get your tickets. If you have not gotten your tickets, you are doing a disservice for all of my ILF Mastery Blueprint family. Y'all, this is a requirement. especially for those of you that live in the Florida area.
Yeah, if you're local, I mean, again, you'll get a hand wagging shame on you, especially if you're local.
And
I'll take it easy on my out of state people, but if you're local, you guys have no reason to miss this event.
Can I tell y'all, like Derek, this event, the whole reason for the cost being what it is just so that we can make sure that you have a great experience. Nobody's getting paid from this event.
Yep.
We just want to educate.
These should be
people.
$500 tickets at minimum, right? You guys know how our tickets usually are, right? Then we got VIP tickets that go for $1,000. Guys, for $175 and get to hear us speak, this is a no-brainer, y'all. This is one of those uplifting events that there's not a lot of profit in this event. We just trying to help people.
Exactly.
Right? No different from these ebooks that I've been giving y'all. No different from our current coaching that's half off, but even under half off. Even that whole crazy VA thing that we're doing for the month of November, I'll admit, guys, there's no profit built into that. We just want to give you guys a good launching pad for 2025, and we're going to start it January 31st. So we're getting early bird tickets. I'm not sure how long they're doing that, but even when the early bird's over, I think it's only still $200 even.
So we made sure that everything
if $25 don't move you, great. $200 is the ticket after they end the early bird. But still, why not save $25, right? And go ahead and get it, because Don released last Wednesday and not even sure how long he's doing that. Anybody that gets the ticket at early bird at $175, you get 1 hour consultation with Don for free. You get his book for free, right? And it was one more thing, but two things for sure. His book, that's like over $75, I think, by itself. And his 1 hour consultation is worth more than that. So I think he said those two together share a little bit over $175. He's giving those free right now for anybody that gets the early bird special.
Consultation is close to $1,000.
So again, guys, he's no brainer, and he's following the same model that we did in June in terms of the aesthetics, what it looks like, the food, the shelf, and the venue. The exact same from June, guys. I think he did get a bigger room though, but other than that, same hotel, the Hotel Landy, Orlando, Florida, steps away from Universal Studios.
Get your tickets. Get your tickets. If those of you that have just joined, we're talking about the Pillars of Prosperity Conference, where we will be speaking. But this is not just any conference. This is a conference that'll help change the trajectory and help us to change our mindset when it comes to debt, right? How are we approaching interest? Let's wipe away what we've been taught and relearn how we can use interest rates to benefit us and borrow money for cheaper. You heard me, borrow money for a cheaper cost. And that's not by changing the interest rate. It's changing the way we see interest and how we pay it. And that's the biggest thing that you'll learn at this event. Honestly, Derek, I've been having calls with churches all week. I've been having calls with real estate agents, investors, title companies. Derek, when we closed on the house in Orlando, the closing agent was talking similar, but really didn't know how to explain the method, and she wants to learn how to articulate it to people that are coming to purchase homes. She wants everybody to kind of get this understanding. Like, let's not buy ourselves a house and the bank a house. Can we change that?
Yeah.
Like, can we change that? And instead of buying the bank a house, let's buy another house for our legacy, our lineage. Or let that second home be something that we can now invest in as an investment property. That we don't know that concept, so we don't understand it. But when we look back, we've done bought 2 houses. Stay in your mortgage long enough. You done bought yourself a house, the bank a house, and do a refinance. You done bought the bank 2 houses if you real nasty with it. Come learn something completely different. Change what debt looks like for yourself and your family. Get re-educated so that you can educate others that need to know the same information. I think, the word says it best, my people perish for a lack of knowledge.
That's it.
And honestly, we get to find this information and hear this information from the creator of the pill method. And
what a great way to just start your year out, right? This should probably be for a lot of you all the first event that you attend in 2025.
Yeah.
right? So unless you got something scheduled January 3rd or the 13th or the 15th or the first part of January, for a lot of you guys, this is a great way to kick your year off, right?
Yeah.
For one, learn the whole financial freedom thing, right? Learn this whole method that Don's talking about with the pill method, but also learn what we do in a more intimate setting. We're great on YouTube, but there's nothing like joining us live for a live event, because again, man, just a lot of things happen when you're live. You're right there, right? So a lot of times, even afterwards, we're answering questions and we're still mentoring and pouring into people. And again, Don, I said this on his live last Wednesday, Don is the only speaker that I've had at one of my events that actually got a standing ovation.
And we did it.
Right? So if that means anything to you, I mean, Don completely lit our event on fire, June, because a lot of people just quite frankly didn't know this pill method model. And that's why I'm telling you guys, even familiarize yourself with it by following the pill method prior to even signing up. And even tomorrow, join us live. We'll be on YouTube, LinkedIn. He streams over a lot of different places at once. But again, I'll say it one more time for a lot of you all, this would be a great way to kick off your 2025. This is January 31st, which will roll you right into February, right? Into some big, big things that we're praying that God already has for you.
Derek,
I'm also going to use my famous quote right here and tell you guys that don't procrastinate. Get your tickets now, because procrastination is the arrogant assumption that God will give you more time for something he's already told you to do. So don't let something take the date of January 31st, because right now, nothing's on your schedule. But if you don't book it, you're going to allow something else, right, to take place of that. And then it's going to give you an excuse of not to come. The devil is a liar.
Yeah.
So check your schedule tonight, everybody. January 31st, if I'm not mistaken, is a Friday. If I'm wrong about that, Shay gonna tell me.
It is. It's a Friday.
But I think January 31st is a Friday. And what a great way, again, to start your year. And that particular weekend from that Friday all the way through, you're going to be going to church that Sunday and wrapping it all up, telling God what you just learned and how he'll help you move at the speed of instruction to be able to do all of what you just heard at that event. Okay? So I'm done there.
I just want to go to the website, Derek. POPCLIVE.com.
Absolutely. Let's put it on.
Popclive.com. POPCLIVE.
Pillars of Prosperity Conference Live.com.
So
that's what that means, y'all.
Come on, come hang out with us. Let's learn together. Let's build together. This is how we get out of the poverty mindset and take on the prosperity mindset. Prosperity is not a curse word. The Bible tells us that we are to leave an inheritance for our generations. And this is one way of doing so. And why not learn from, again, the creator of the pill method, who will be spending a lovely time with us here in Orlando, Florida, and really pouring into us and educating us on the importance of, finances and how we can relearn what we
eliminate all of this debt. Because I don't care who you are, we all got it, right? It's just that it's levels to it. Some of y'all debts are higher, some debts are lower, and some of y'all are blessed not to have any debt. You still need to come, because there's things you still got to find out and know to be able to share with other people, but also take on for yourself because of the old way you did things. Remember, this is the event, guys, you're going to come to that you're going to forget everything you thought you knew about financial freedom. Check.
And bring your children, your younger, your teens, those that are in college. Like, if they can get a day, let's retrain them now. It's honestly, I've been talking to all the young ladies that I know. One young lady is just 20, I want to say 25, 26, and purchased her first home. And I'm like, you need to be at this event. Like, she's getting ready to go to medical school. So there's things that she needs to know. How can she attack that debt? Whether it be student loans, whether it be, her mortgage. Think about all the things that she can learn from this event and now implement at 25. Like, Derek, if we knew this at 25, come on, bro, where would we be?
Yep.
Oh my goodness. But anywho,
but for such a time as this.
Yeah. So Derek, I'm gonna let you take it from here, because man, we took a whole.
So that's pretty much it. If there's no questions in the chat, we're gonna let these nice people go. We've been doing a great job lately of only keeping them for about an hour. And a lot of y'all remember my old days when we used to go for 3 and 4 hours at times. We stopped doing that. We want to come and give you guys enough information to be able to swallow, digest it, and come back and ask questions. But I always think that when we don't see questions, that means that we just happen to answer everything that you guys had already. So we already talked about the January 31st event where we're going to be speaking and hosting that event. Visit popclive.com.
Yes,
PopClive, that stands for Pillars of Prosperity Conference, right? And that's what we want you guys to go, popclive.com. Also, don't forget, this is the month of November where we're going crazy with all the sales and our coaching. So my birthday is in the month of November. So is Shay's, my mom, and a bunch of other family members, including Thanksgiving. So we always go crazy the month of November. So when people ask, when is the greatest time to get into your coaching, Derek? The month of November. Because for a lot of us, it's also getting very cold where you live at. This is a great time to start housing the homeless and the displaced because it's cold outside. I told you guys, I think it was Saturday, I house a lot of people that in the summer, in the spring, they don't want to be in my place living under a roof. They rather be outside underneath a tent, saving their money, saving that SSI check. But when it get cold in October, November, December, January, February, they coming on in. And I house them every year. So again, this is a great time to get started. Our coaching is absolutely half off. But if you text the word scholarship, you have the ability to actually get it lower than half. So again, I'm scrolling below right now, the phone number and the phrase. If you text the one word, just scholarship, to 407-326-0086, you can get our coaching for under half of the original cost, only for the month of November. Immediately December 1st, guys, everything goes back to the same. So don't wait to be great. Get in now. Even if you think your finances may not be quite ready, at least you make the call and let me know. We may have something special for you to kind of hold it. But if not, December 1st, everything goes back to normal. And y'all can never say that I didn't give y'all something stupidly crazy when it comes to price on our coaching. Again, if you text the phrase scholarship, you never know how low that price can go, especially during this month. Other than that, Shay, I'm done. We'll see you guys Saturday at 10 a.m. Eastern. Look out for any lives that we just kind of randomly pop up and do. Also, if you haven't joined our free ILF Academy, make sure you do that. We have an absolute free Facebook group, and it's called The ILF Academy. That's a Facebook group that is absolutely free, and where we give more game on this, how to house the homeless and the displaced, and how do you do real estate in a different way versus just housing a mom, dad, and 3 kids. We do the shared living environment, which is referred to as independent living facilities. And other than that, man, you guys have a happy Thanksgiving. Don't wait to be great. And I'm gonna give it to Shay to close us out.
Yeah, I'm gonna actually show a quick. Let's take a quick commercial break.
Sure.
Sponsored by the Pill Method.
Let's do it.
It didn't work, D. I tried.
Oh, okay. I thought it was it. I saw it on my screen.
I thought, but it didn't. It did not. Let's try it one more time. Hey, Don, I have so many questions, but I'm going to start with this one. I've seen all of your content on social media, and I see that you have an event coming up in January, on January 31st in Orlando, Florida. And I wanted to know from you, how can I, as a nonprofit founder and president, benefit from the Pill Method? I know there are so many other nonprofits that would like to ask the same question, so I'm going to be the advocate. How can this event benefit me?
Hi, Shay. Thank you for your question. How can nonprofits benefit from the Pill Method? Listen, because of our technology, our opportunity cost calculator, our AI-driven system, we'll be able to calculate for you how to pay off your loans in record time by cutting your interest cost, not your interest rate, but your interest cost by 75%, paying off your loans in 1/3 the time. So if you have a 20-year loan, how about paying that loan off in 5 to 7 years without disrupting your budget? Your board will absolutely go wild over this kind of information. So I'm looking forward to seeing you in Orlando, January 31st, okay? So I hope that answers your question. I'm looking forward to helping you save money and pay those loans off cheaper and faster.
I love how it just kept us right in the center. That's why
Love
I
that
thought I
social
messed
media
something up.
too. So guys, that's the power again of social media. There's a question in the chat. This is from Miss Patricia. Miss Patricia, if this is the same Miss Patricia, I think we've already talked, and I think you're family now. I could be wrong, but I think that's Mr. Patricia that just joined us recently. She said, "How much is 50% off?" The original coaching, guys, is 7,500. So half of that is 3,750. But as I said, if you take that word scholarship, you got an opportunity for it to go even lower than that.
Yeah.
So if that's the same Miss Patricia that I think that is, I think you already took advantage of that. So I'm going to say thank you for moving at the speed of instruction, and congratulations to you and your family. We look forward to getting you started. Miss Patricia, let me know in the chat, what area are you from? What city and state? And I think that is her. She said, absolutely. What city and state are you from, Miss Patricia? Let me know. But other than that, now, did you guys enjoy what Shay just played? Like, our VAs did that. And how creative was that to turn that into a FaceTime call? To a FaceTime call. So I didn't even know there was a template for that. So guess who's going to have some social media doing that?
Derek, that was such a quirky idea. I was like, I want to make it a FaceTime call. And he was like, okay, ma'am, we're going to figure this out. I know you can do it. And
absolutely.
He did it.
Yep. She said, that's great, Mr. Derek. So that's it. So again, man, make sure you guys get in on the month of November, because everything will go back to its usual price in the month of December. Houston, Texas, good stuff. Love it. We got people in Texas already, but Houston, not sure. So welcome to that Houston area. So we look forward to that. I know we got Dallas, Fort Worth, a few areas, but Houston, I'm not sure. Miss what's her name? She's in also, I think she's Dallas though, I think. So anyway, that's it for me. Shay, you got anything else?
That's it. Don't wait to be great. We never talked to them about the last week. This is the last week of our sales for Digital Flow Solutions, as well as our VA done for you service.
Oh yeah, that's $50 a week thing. Yeah.
So if you haven't heard us talk about it, you can get a virtual assistant that is task-based or project-based. That will include, social media creation, lead generation by going out, especially and gathering or sourcing leads for your entity, whether it's a startup or if it's something that you're looking to grow into. That's what that virtual assistant service will provide you, and that is for the amazing price of $50 a week. Our team does all of the overseeing and oversight for that virtual assistant, and they just provide you with they present you with the deliverables. So that is our done for you service, and you better get in where you fit in.
I just put it at the bottom, Shay. I'm scrolling it across the bottom. And just one disclaimer for this service, guys, does not involve the VA making or receiving phone calls. So anything you can think of other than them making or receiving calls, that's only $50 a week. And again, that's one of those things that, guys, we're just helping y'all out. We make no money from that.
Exactly.
In fact, we lose a little bit actually, because it costs us more than that to manage, to source, and for that VA to do all of that work for $50 a week. But again, we're so generous that even outside of the month of November, we got this new service that you just heard about that's only going to be $100 a week.
Right.
So again, now the $100 a week, that does involve your phone, right? Yeah. So if you want somebody to make calls and receive calls, again, guys, because the old way that we did it, which still exists, guys, the minimum was $150 to $200 per week, and you still had to get the software that costs money to manage them. But now, just for $100 a week, they can make calls, receive calls, and do all of the other stuff. But if you said, Derek, I got something, I don't need them on the phone at all, and I would love this service, then you can get it in the month of November for only $50, y'all. Guys, that's $10 a day to get your own assistant Monday through Friday. What are we talking about? Right? So I'm almost glad, Shay, that one coming to an end, because I'll admit a lot of y'all did take advantage of it.
Listen.
But again, this is not something that we going to beg y'all to get. So for $50 a week, get a virtual assistant that can do all of your stuff that you don't know how to do on social media, and building your brand, finding you social workers and case managers in your city.
Creating your social content.
Creating your content like you just saw on screen.
Derek, imagine creating.
That's $50 a week, y'all. Derek, $10 a day.
They literally just saw the creation of an email campaign. Can you imagine if they create an email campaign for you?
Yep.
They're sending it out to all of the people that's in your system. or all of the people that they've sourced as leads. When they do that lead generation, that's getting a phone number, a name, an email address. Once they receive that information, put it in the system, and now they can send it to you. I mean, send it out for you. Come
and
on,
now
guys,
literally build your database, build your contact list. So today you have 0 case managers in your system.
Yeah.
How about we give you a VA, and in less than 2 weeks, you have over 50 places to where you should be going, advertising, and taking coffee and donuts to talk about your program.
Sir.
And again, for $50 a week, y'all, we giving that away. So I'm not begging people to get that. I'll admit we've kind of reached our quota, right? But because my word is good as gold, we still going the whole month of November doing that $50 a week. But December 1st, which is still the cheat code, guys, it's only $100 a week. Guys, that's $400 a month.
I love
to run your whole business.
Yeah, Mary's a part of this. And let me tell you, so y'all, it's so funny because I'm in a group with Mary and Mary, which is her virtual assistant. So Mary has a Mary. So and it's amazing to watch them go back and forth and work, Derek, and see how they're growing together, right? Mary is, well, I'm gonna say Mary G and Mary W, right? But Mary G is the virtual assistant, and watching her grow, like literally create the content, interact with the clients that are on the chat widget or in the chat widget, sending messages. So while Mary is at work, while Mary W is at work, Mary G is getting other things done. And it's so amazing to see that Mary W can get all of her needs met for her business while she's at her regular job. So it's amazing to see that. And
the VA to me has always been the biggest cheat code for people that have a 9-to-5 job. You guys are busy. You're trying to feed your family with that job, but you need some help because God has also put a dream on your heart. So how do you do it while you're at your 9-to-5 job? You get a virtual assistant and a great software system, a CRM and a website that we give you through our coaching. So just in case if somebody missed it, all of this software and system that we're talking about in the VA, guys, that comes with your coaching for the ILF Mastery Blueprint. So that's why that's also a cheat code. So Shay, Mary says a breath of fresh air.
It's amazing. Now, Angela, you ain't gonna beat me up. I need you to call Jess because they got me working over here, girl. They have me working. So call Jess, get on my calendar again because things have ramped up again between Digital Flow Solutions, people taking advantage of that sale where they get the full platform instead of the $297. They're literally paying $87 a month, and they get everything that's a part of the $297 plan in their platform, in their subscription. So,
and also just real quick too, for anybody that may still think that $100 a week is a little steep for you right now, consider that AI virtual assistant that we also played. The same cost that you would used to pay weekly, that's now monthly. So that AI VA goes anywhere from $137 a month to $150 a month. And that's a month, not a week. And remember, they don't need vacation time. They don't need time off. They don't ask for their birthday off. They don't need Thanksgiving off. None of my team's working tomorrow or Thursday because they're human. They need a break. And thank y'all for everybody that prayed for Jess that lost her mom not even 3 days ago. So if you didn't hear me say that, my assistant, Shay's best friend assistant, might as well say, Jess lost her mom, y'all, not even 5 days ago. So it's fresh, it's new. And as you can imagine, it's devastating. So continue to pray for Jess, her family, and her children during this time. Okay. In fact, Jess didn't even come to work today because she's still kind of dealing with things. Okay. So make sure that you guys are doing that tonight in your prayers. Please pray for my assistant, Jess, for the loss of her mom. Other than that, though,
I'm gonna let you take it out.
I think that's it. We keep saying that's it, but we keep thinking of stuff. Let me see. I don't want to miss the cutoff. I'll call her in the morning. So Angela, make sure you get in before December, right? Because again, if you want the VA that does no phone stuff, that's only $50. But if you want, and I'd imagine, Angela, you need the VA to do phone because you're real big in the HRA. You're going to still just only be $100 per week, which again is only $400 a month to have your own assistant. And when you think about that in the month, guys, that's unbeatable. Where can you beat that at? Even the old way that we did it, the minimum was still $150, right? So now with the new way, guys, it's only $100 a week, which is only $400 a month to run your business while you at your 9-to-5 job trying to feed your family.
Okay, Angela said she needs
Okay.
Okay.
All
I
right.
got you.
So
Get on my calendar. Get with Jess. Get on my calendar. And,
Yep.
and even if she can't get you on my calendar before the end of the month, I will honor it for you. Because I know my calendar got pretty hectic when Jess went out for her mom. So
Yep.
I definitely have you.
All right. So other than that, man, you guys be great. Don't wait to be great. And we'll see y'all Saturday morning at 10 a.m. Now unto him that is able to do exceedingly abundantly above all we can ever ask or think, according to God's power that worketh in us. You guys be great. And we'll see you Saturday morning at 10 a.m.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Hey, what's going on, family? Are you somebody that needs some help in your life or your business? Are you somebody that has a lot of ideas, but you can't quite get them out? You probably need a virtual assistant, guys. And again, at $5 an hour, that's an absolute cheat code for you, your life, your family, and your business. Because oftentimes these virtual assistants, guys, can do a lot of what we can't. And they often come with a bachelor or a master's degree. So when it comes to the educational side of it, guys, these VAs are, again, the cheat code to everything that you're probably looking for. Most of you guys have a full-time job, so it's hard to kind of implement a lot of the ideas that God is giving you or the ideas that are in your heart. You should be visiting va101.co to get a virtual assistant that can help you in your life and your business and get some of these ideas out of your brain onto paper and then to implementation. One more time, visit va101.co, not .com, but va101.co and get a virtual assistant, guys, for $5 an hour. It's the cheat code, and it'll be the best decision that you ever made. I promise.